But shout out to Kaka, folks. John Lee Long in a Homo Depot. Stop. I do it. Stop. Look. You see what I got in my hand? This is a Parvel. Let me get that straight. Turn around for a second. All right. This is not a Parvel. There's no R in par. I keep saying that. And Mr. Pavel actually showed me how to say it. He called me. Man, that was so awesome. Woo! Anyway, he's a great builder. Anyway, he called me and he actually, told me how to say his name. And it's Pavel, Pavel, Pavel. All right, so I'm using my Pavel today. And what we're going to talk about today, of course, coming through my SWR LA12. And there's Hootie. He's got his 20 on. His 2020. He need a 50, but he won't act right. He keep messing with my stuff. So I ain't going to give him no 50. All right, so anyway, we're going to discuss, there are some beginners that want to move up to a 5. All right, turn around a little bit so we can see each other. All right, they want to move up to a 5. They don't really know how to do it. They keep messing up. Here's my opinion of what I think you should do. All right, so I'm not saying that my opinion is law, but these are some of the things I tried before I jumped out there, and it actually worked for me. All right, so normally, if I was playing in like G or something, okay, and I'm not used to that string being there, so of course I want to hit it. You hear it? I'm all over the place, and nothing is sounding right. So here's my opinion, what I think you should do. It's 2 or 3 things you can do. First thing is, don't take the 5 out until you're ready. Don't let anyone persuade you to take your 5 out if you know you're not ready. Maybe you're a little advanced in your 4 string and you can play a 5, but my opinion is don't take it out until you actually laid with it for over a month. And I mean every day laying with it. I mean like laying with it. Laying with it, like playing it. Okay? Where you can actually know where to go, and you don't really, because a lot of bass players, they try to persuade themselves, I got to use that 5 since I got it. I got to use that 5, that 5th string since I'm playing. See, and I think a lot of bass players mess up by persuading themselves to use that 5. If you're on a session, that dropping down to that low 5, if you don't drop it in the correct position of the song, it takes away from the song, and it actually makes you go like this. You jump from the band and you become one every time you drop down. It's like there. I want to say this correctly where you guys can actually get it. There are, in a song, there are a certain wavelength you want to keep going within the song. All right? Nobody said you couldn't play the low B. Nobody said that. But there's areas in the song that you cannot play that low B and be out of the sync of the band. I'm just saying that. There are certain areas in a song where you can drop down to that low B or you can start out on it. The problem is if you start out on it, you got to pretty much stay on it because your texture, that's the word I want to use. Your texture changes. For those who don't do a lot of recording, I'm talking alien to you. You may think you know what I'm talking about, but you really don't. That's why a lot of people, when you go into a lot of studios, a lot of big time producers will tell you, I need a 4. Because they don't have to worry about you dropping all down to the low B try to make it absolutely wonderful in the wrong spot. I'm not saying that you can't play a 5 or 6 on a session. I would never say that. There are some cats that they can take a 5 and a 6 and they can blaze a whole session, every song, because they got the concept of what that low B and that high C means and where to put it and make it work where it actually be even in the song all the time. But you can hear that really low rich blow, boom, whoa, and they come back. Yeah, I did that really, really nice, like boom, whoa, and they come back. Oh, that was nice, dude. That was nice, man. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. You got to give it to me. That was nice. So, now to learn about the 5. Once again, if you got 2 5s at home, then I would say practice on the one that you're gonna play the most, and the one you're not gonna play the most, take that out. That make any sense? Practice on the one you're gonna play the most, and the one you don't play the most, take that one out. Why? It don't make any sense. Well, it does, because the one that you're gonna play the most, you're gonna play it on the gigs that you're actually learning that one at home. All right, so you take the one that you're not playing the most and you take it out. So when you make a mistake, you know you made a big mistake. With the one that's more, and most time when guys take their most expensive bass out, they're not even character of what's happening wrong around them, because it's everything about it is impressing them. You take a cheap one out, you can pretty much hear when you go completely wrong. With a most expensive 5, when you go wrong, you go really wrong, but it sounds so good when you go wrong. If that makes any sense, it's like, oh my God, that was a nice run. It was wrong, but it was nice. It sounded good. With the cheap one, it's like, oh no, that wrong was wrong. That was just wrong. I can't fix that right now. That was just wrong. But you heard it. You heard it though. You heard it. And on your most expensive basses, you hear it, but it flows so beautifully, tonal wise, that you don't really care. And there's other bass players or musicians out in the audience going, yeah, dude, that was wrong. Bass sounds amazing though. That was wrong. That was just straight wrong. That was just bananas. All right, so now when we get to a 5, we have to learn that everything changes on a 5. Everything changes. It depends on what kind of bass you have in your hand. Like a lot of people wouldn't get a single cut 5. I always wanted a single cut 5 because there's a tonal difference, and people don't understand what that means a lot of times. Tonal difference. There's a tonal difference in a single cut 5 and a cut 5 or a double cut 5. I could take the same bass, same maker, Pavel, and have a double cut and play the same thing on my double cut that I did on my single cut. And if you got the right ear, you can hear the difference. I think 5 strings are amazing. What I do want to say to you guys is that please don't get caught up in the hype that you need a 5. There are many people out here that don't have a 5, and it's getting a lot of work. All right, don't get caught up in the hype. I need a 5, and I hate to say it, but you church brothers, y'all get caught up quick. Y'all get caught up real quick. Oh man, I gotta have a 5. I gotta have a 5, and I gotta have this brand of 5. What? You gotta have a 5, but you gotta have this brand of 5. But you ain't ready for a 5. So you gonna jump out there, and let me tell you something. When you do something ugly on this brand of 5, it's really ugly because it don't hide. Oh, you better say that again. When you do that on this brand of 5, when you do that and it's ugly, there's nowhere it can hide. It makes it this big. And there's a lot of people out there that won't let you know. Yeah, bro, your base was cool, but what was that run you did, man? That was interesting. Or you might want to check that. So, my opinion of a 5. I think everybody should have one. I will say everybody can't play one. I think everybody should have one. Don't think everybody can play one. Same thing for a 6. I think everybody should have one. You can get what your money desires. That's the greatest thing about it, man. If you got money, get it. If you want to get it, nobody can tell you what to do with your money. But just remember, there are people out there that do this for a living and not for prestige. Prestige doesn't get your bills paid. It doesn't. It's just, oh, I got this, I got that, I got this, and then you can't play it. That don't get your bills paid. For people who actually work. Listen, for people who actually work, that don't get their bills paid because they have to have a working piece in their hand that fits them. That fits them. Just because you got a 5 doesn't, and you can do extra runs and stuff like that. I'd rather play from here to here and get paid than play from here and not get paid. That's what it is. I had a great friend tell me, and I always say this when I go to seminars. I had a great friend tell me, his name is Tom Barney. A lot of you guys know him. He said, I get paid from here to here. Everything down here, don't pay me. And he knows what he's talking about because he gets paid. So, my thing is, guys, I think everybody should own a 5, own a 6, own a 7, own a 8, own a 9, own a 10, own a 12, 24, 17, 38, 51. You can own what you want to own. But get it to where your ability is. If your ability is with a 4, stay there for a while. Go get your 5. Play it at home. Don't take it out. Play it at home. Get your 6. Play it at home. Don't take it out. Play it at home. And when you think you pretty much got this down pat, that 5 won't be no problem for you. You know, because you will sit there just like you had the inner being of going to get your 4 and learn it. 5 will be the same way. So anyway, I hope this helps somebody, man. It helps me, you know, because I know where I came from. And everybody is seeing my glory right now, but you don't know my story. Oh! You see my glory right now, but you don't know my story. You know, I didn't just get here yesterday. I had to listen at different folks, and they had to teach me stuff. And then I had to learn some stuff on my own. I get it. But to own a 5, own a 6, own a 4, just to own a base, man, is everything to me. Just to own a base and being able to play it is everything to me. You know, a lot of people are not here to even play this today because of this pandemic stuff. I keep saying that. And a lot of people take this thing to be a joke. You know, the more I have, the more important I look. You know, when I post it on Facebook, when I post it on YouTube, it ain't about how many you got. It's what you doing, what you got. So anyway, guys, please subscribe. Please tell our folks to check out my channel. Hootie says he needs a 50, so I got to give him a 50, but he got to start acting up because he's crazy. He's crazy. Anyway, Shadakaga. Peace.